Can you hear me now? That was weird. Okay. I thought it would still record sound. I had the headphone jack in. Can you guys hear me now? We good now? Okay, good. All right. Okay, guys. So, there's not going to be any drawings today. This is going to have to be short because I have to stay on the road as long as I can tonight. Before I stop and get a few hours of sleep and then finish the second leg of my trip tomorrow morning. But I am headed back to Tennessee for just a few days before I start. I have to come back to the Tampa Fair. Actually, no, I'll take that back. I'm coming back for the Vidalia Onion Festival, and then I'm going straight from the Vidalia Onion Festival to the Tampa Fair. So there's all that happening. Oh, hey, Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla, you guys. I remember y'all. We had a good time at the Big Joe and Malia's meetup back last year. What was it, May, I think, last year? No, it wasn't May. It was more like August. I think it was August. Anyway, went ahead and got myself a little bit of coffee. Started drinking a little bit of coffee again. Limiting myself to maybe 1.5 cups a day. This is a small. It's only got this much coffee in it. The rest of it is hot chocolate, which I don't think is quite as as caffeinated as coffee. That head cold just does not want to give up entirely. Okay. So, you guys are probably wondering. I mean, what am I saying? Probably wondering. You guys know where I'm at because I actually got the videos up to date. Finally got them all up to date. So, you know what I've been up to. I just finished up at the Apodka Fair. Actually, you sound like me coughing. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, I think it may be because the seasons are changing. We're going from spring into summer now, right? Isn't that what we're doing? It's not spring anymore, right? We're going from spring into summer. Finishing up the first quarter, going into the second. Springtime. Maybe it's going from winter into spring. That's what we're doing. I think for some parts of the country, that's what we're doing. Spring into winter, from winter into spring. So, today, because I was in Apodka, and if you don't know, Apodka is right outside of Orlando, only a few minutes outside of Orlando, and yeah, so I mean, if you want to come to Orlando and visit, and you don't want to have to pay those exorbitant Orlando prices, look for hotel rooms in Apodka or Kissimmee, and they'll be a little cheaper, and they're actually not a bad drive into Orlando. So today, I went into Disney Springs for a couple of hours, and spring just got here last March, late March, right? Anyway, so I went on into Disney Springs for a couple of hours today before I hitched up, and oh, you had the Big C. Okay, I didn't know about that, Beth. Fortunately, I have the Big C. Well, no, the Big C is usually something else. What are we going to call it? We're going to call it the cough. So, Beth has got the cough. Well, I'm hoping that you're handling it okay, Beth. I know it's particularly hard on people that are older, and so I really hope you're doing okay. That is a little concerning to me. We want Beth to be around as long as possible. Wow, that's terrible news. Anyway, okay, so I'm looking around here. I'm kind of parked in a spot that's not really a parking spot, so I don't know how long I can be here. I might have to go across the street to the BP, park there for a little bit. Okay, so I went to Disney Springs today for a couple of hours because I was heading back to Tennessee, and I'm like, I didn't get to go to the Bishop Museum with the manatee tank, something I always do every year. Now, we did get to go to St. Pete's. That's kind of a yearly thing that we actually got to do, so that was fantastic. Got to do that. Didn't get to go to the Marine Thrift Store over in Port Charlotte. That was disappointing. Not sure exactly how, but we just got to where we couldn't find a window of time long enough while they were open to actually get out there and do it. Disappointed, still disappointed as all get out, because I remember some of the stuff. I was like, man, I could get some of that stuff and use it in my studio now. Now that I actually need things like, porch lights and shelving, special shelving, space efficient stuff. That marine stuff it's a little more expensive, but man, it's some good, solid built, fantastic stuff they've got. Yeah. Anyway, so I didn't get to do that. But I was like, I am going to go to Disney Springs for a little while. So I went to Disney Springs. I got this. And if you guys didn't know, Raglan Road is an Irish pub at Disney Springs that always has, starting at 5 o'clock, going until like midnight. They've got live bands that play out there. Some of them will play out in their outdoors dining area. And then in the why is the bottom of the bag damp? Hold on, what's down here? That's a little weird. Anyway, so I've been to Raglan Road a bunch of times. I must have eaten half the menu by now. All the years that I've done my first quarter in Florida and then gotten to Disney Springs. So this year I was like, I am finally going to do it. I'm going to buy a t-shirt. And these t-shirts are $30, so it wasn't a decision I came to lightly, but I'm wearing out my t-shirts. I need new t-shirts. And I love this restaurant, Raglan Road, so I finally bought a t-shirt, and they had it in my size, 2X. And it's this one here. It's got, if you can see it, it says Raglan Road right across here, and then it says, what does it say? Yeah, Orlando. Hold on. It says, Orlando, Florida, and then below that, Irish pub and restaurant, and then the outside of the circle says Emerald Isles, Celtic Spirit. Love this shirt because it's got this really light-hearted lime green to it, but it's not really a lime green. It's more of like a grassy green. And then the cuffs around the ends of the sleeves are this deeper forest green, and the collar is too. So you've got these little highlights on here. And then this is like really well printed vinyl print here. So that was $30. And look at this. Look at this tag that it comes with. I mean, the thing is like solid as a brick. It just says quality apparel, Raglan Road. Designed and made exclusively for Raglan Road, Orlando, Florida, using premium quality fabric and embroiderment. I believe it. This stuff really does feel quality. It better be for $30 though, right? So I did that, and I saw this on Tim Tracker. For those of you that still watch Tim Tracker, I saw this. This was a brand new restaurant that had just opened up in Disney Springs, and it's called Gideon's Bakehouse. And their specialty is like, well, they have slices of cakes and other desserts, but their specialty is their cookies. Their cookies are big and they're dense, and they have like different types of chips, like either white chocolate or chocolate chip or whatever, and they're packed on the outside of the cookies, like really, like somebody took a handful of cookies and just, of chips, chocolate chips, and just mashed them in there, and they're just, here, I still have a little piece that I haven't eaten yet, because I've been trying to finish this all day. This is one little piece right here. Right? And this has got caramelized walnuts on there. They sprinkle on some rock salt. And the chocolate chips themselves are like more of a dark chocolate than just a cheap milk chocolate. And then there's like dried bits of candied orange peel that's been pressed down into the dough too. And the dough itself is like this chewy, soft. It's not like the type of cookie that snaps. It's the chewy kind, that everybody kind of prefers, really, most people. Wow. So that's been my travel snack. I bought that at like 3 o'clock today, ate some of it there, and then I've been trying to finish it off, but it's so dense and decadent that, it's been taking me forever to try to finish it. Anyway, so now I've got this little thing here. The one that, this is a little menu that they give you to you as you're waiting in line, so that you can read this up, and you can have a better idea of what you're going to order by the time you get to the door. It's a great idea. They have the inside of the restaurant, or the bakery, is decorated with different charcoal drawings of little characters like this, that kind of chibi style, with the wicked smiles and the sharp little teeth and like little ragged bits that just kind of give it that creepy feel. This one's got the orange. His head is an orange, and that's because of the limited edition orange pecan chocolate chip cookie that I got. So this is like the little character for that. So now I've got this. I'm going to put this up on my memento wall. This is for today. And what else? Okay. I went by the Coca-Cola like building that they have there for the Coca-Cola collectibles, and the top floor you can actually order international Coca-Cola drinks. So I wanted to try to drink a Beverly, because the last time I had one was when I did the Coca-Cola Museum back in Atlanta like 2 years ago, and I was wondering, can I actually can I actually defeat this challenge and like get an entire cup of Beverly with no ice and drink the whole thing? And I did it. And it was only $3. It was actually relatively inexpensive. Let's see if they even have the name of the poured out. Oh no, it just says fountain drink. Fountain drink. Came up to $3. No, it was actually $2.66 for a small fountain drink with no ice. Oh, it's just called the Coca-Cola Store. See there? It's just called the Coca-Cola Store. Coca-Cola Store. So I got the Beverly, and I asked the cashier there, I said, what do you know about this Beverly? What is, where did it come from? And she said that it actually comes from India. Oh, no, excuse me, Italy. It's from Italy. And the flavor comes from grapefruit rind. Grapefruit rind. You know that part of the grapefruit that you cut around? And you dig out the flesh of the grapefruit and you cut around the white clear spot, the places on the inside, because they're so bitter? Well, apparently in Italy, they don't think that that's a flavor to cut around. It's a flavor to make a drink out of. Okay, um, it's very bitter, and they gave me this. I haven't opened it. I haven't really opened it and read it, but they gave me this, and they said this card has got more information about Beverly in here. Okay, let's see here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, there it is. Beverly says it's from Italy. You see that? Yeah, right there. Number 1, Beverly from Italy. Tray type. Okay, let's see if it has any kind of write-up on it. No, it doesn't. I thought it would say something else about it. It just says Italy on there. Beverly is from Italy. Invented in Atlanta, Georgia in 1886, Coca-Cola was the only beverage produced and sold by Coca-Cola Company for almost 70 years. This is all like a one big commercial. Today, over 500 beverage brands are sold in more than 200 countries. These amount to 3,500 beverages in numerous categories, such as regular, low, no calorie, sparkling beverage, fruit juices, fruit drinks, bottled water, sports and energy drinks, and ready to drink teas and coffees. Alright, that's enough of that. I'm not going to sit here and read out their whole commercial. But I did it. Let's see. Good. Have everything. Let's see. Hope you get better, Beth. Let's see. Beth, Majestic Marble, thank you. I got a experimental infusion for Ellie Lilly. And it seems to have helped. It's good to know. Why do you have a dehydrator with you? Just wondering. Why do you have a dehydrator with you? Oh, you could actually read that. Oh, this was a thrift store find. It was a thrift store find for like $10. They go for well over twice that much at regular retail. It's the same kind that I found at the Goodwill over in Greenville a few months ago. So now I'll have 2 of them. But it's even got settings on the top to be able to do jerky. And that's just because whenever I want to dehydrate a large quantity of something, let's say if I got a box of vegetable, a certain kind of vegetable from a farmer's market, and I wanted to dehydrate all of them, I don't want to have to chop up some of it and then put it in my dehydrator and then let it dry and then just make batches of it. It would be nice if I had multiple dehydrators so I could chop up all of the cabbage or all of the green beans or some, whatever I'm dehydrating, and I could just dehydrate all of it at one time. So I'm trying to collect multiple dehydrators. So this is my 4th one, I think. So I might be at that point now where I could dehydrate an entire box of some kind of vegetable, whatever kind of vegetable. So that's why I have a dehydrator. Wow, that's amazing that you could tell that was a dehydrator. Huh. Okay then. Wow. So, where was I at? Yeah. So I did it. I drank the whole darn Beverly. And downed it. Just I got the whole thing down. That was an experience. And what's even worse, guys, is there's an aftertaste to it. There is an aftertaste that is just as bad. as, oh man, it's awful. But I know for darn certain now that I don't have the cough because people with the cough lose their sense of taste. And I could definitely taste that Beverly, and it was awful. I don't know why anybody would ever buy that stuff and drink it purposely. But anyway, so I guess I should say thank you to Tim Tracker for letting me know about keep forgetting the name, Gideon's Bakehouse. And I was happy I was finally able to go do that. Guys, I'm going to have to get myself a new phone because this one is not working. The front-facing camera doesn't focus on anything close up. I keep getting this weird deal where the light keeps turning itself off and on. I get stuttering sometimes on the playback. I'm not liking this new phone. It overheats so freaking easy too. It's always overheating on me. Sometimes I get error messages on the video and I have to retake different spots because I get video errors. Man, I paid like $130 for this phone and it is not working out. It's not working nearly as good as that old one was. It doesn't have, I mean, it's got a clear picture on the backside camera. It's got a really clear picture there. The front facing camera is nothing special. It's probably worse than my last one. Anyway. Yep. Got a dehydrator. Oh, look at this. Tim left his cushion. His seat cushion. Maybe I can use it now in my booth until I find him again. So whenever we come across Tim again, I have to give him his cushion back. Okay, guys. Yeah. I love grapefruit. Can't believe you drank Beverly. Yeah, I didn't just drink it. I chugged it. I chugged it, man. Did it like I did the whole thing. But you'll be seeing that coming up. That'll be the next video to come out. Of course, I got clips of everything. I'm going to be mashing it together into a nice, concise little vlog. That will be coming out soon. Something else, guys, that recently I did a video where me and Tim went axe throwing, and it was so much fun. Be careful, I didn't lose my sense of taste or smell. Well, whatever it was that I had, and I'm pretty sure it was just a head cold, I'm right at the end of it now. I've got to where I'm not blowing my nose anymore. The swelling in my tonsils has gone completely down. I'm not weak anymore. I'm not having headaches anymore. I'm at the end of it. The only thing I have is a slight dry cough every once in a while. That is it. That's it. So I'm probably another day or two, and that'll be gone too. So I'm not worried about it. Whatever it was, it's gone. I beat it. I'm pretty certain it was just a head cold, though. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. We went axe throwing. And that turned out to be a lot of fun. But they had music playing that entire time. And it was like Aerosmith. It was some of like classic 70s, 80s rock stuff. And so I tried uploading the vlog, and I tried putting background music in and covering up that music that they were playing, and it did not work. So I got a copyright strike on the first time I uploaded it. So I re-edited it, and I turned down the audio on the videos, and I put in more background music, and somehow their scanners still picked it up. So I got another copyright strike on the second time I uploaded it. So I deleted it a second time, and I really edited the snot out of it and put a lot of music in the background. But I wanted you to still at least kind of be able to understand what we were saying. So I left the audio in, and I had to leave that kind of chugging, like obnoxious background music in there to cover up the background music that was in the axe throwing place. I uploaded it for the third time and finally got it to where I could monetize it, and I didn't get a copyright strike on the third time. So that's the one that's up there now. Unfortunately, that made it where the notification went out to a lot of you guys, and by the time you went in to go look at the video, I had already deleted it, and so you guys were like, I don't know what's going on, and, you know, there's a notification here, but there's no video. So if you were like a little confused about that, just go directly to my channel and hit the videos tab, and the video is still there. It just had to be re-uploaded. There's somebody right in front of me here. I'm not sure what he's doing. Okay, he's got a handicap sticker. Let me show you guys what's going on here. Okay, so this guy is right in front of me right now. I'm parked outside of the Pilot, right here, up against the bushes, and this guy just pulled right up to the front of me there with his headlights shining on me. I don't know what's going on, but he's got a handicap sticker right there hanging from his rearview mirror. I think he's just like me, just wants to find a place to park and collect his wits for a minute. Anyway, okay, so yeah, that's the deal with that video. I usually get most of my views on a video like within the first few hours that I upload it. So that one already had like 40 views on it by the time I deleted it, and so some of you guys saw the first version, but if you guys were a little confused about what is going on here, there's a notification for a video that doesn't exist. Like I said, just go to the channel itself and go to the latest video, and it'll be there. It should still be there. So just be patient with the background music. It's a little obnoxious. You might want to turn your speakers down. That's how I had to do it in order to beat the copyright. The program that scans videos for any kind of copyrighted music and then demonetizes them. So anyway, that's what happened there. What else? Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Oh, okay, guys, listen. And I want your honest opinions on this, okay? This first quarter has been pretty good, and so I've gotten a bit of a cookie jar, a little bit of a cushion, I guess you could say. And if anything, last year taught me that don't get comfortable even if you do have a cushion, because it can be gone pretty quick. But I have a little bit of a cushion now. I've got a cookie jar. And what I want to do with that is open an actual caricature booth out in Sevierville. And I'm thinking the best way to do that would be to start with, okay, as a starting point, to open a booth at the same flea market that I was working at during the summer, the Great Smokies Flea Market, out there off of exit, 407? Going in, it's in Kodak technically, but it's right there at the outskirts of Sevierville. Okay, so I want to open a booth there, but like indoors, inside the flea market building. Now, in order to do that, you've got to get to be real official with your own business license, liability insurance, all this kind of stuff. I think it's like $300 per weekend to rent a spot in there. But what I'm wanting to do is do digital caricatures, where I do it like what they do at the island. My uncle sells coins in there. Oh, that's great. I'll probably walk by his booth a few times. Yeah, doesn't he have a corner booth? I think I've seen that before. He's got like a corner booth right there at that main aisle through yeah, that's a really good location. Anyway, so what I want to do is have do the digital caricatures, but have it where I've got the screens pointed out towards the aisle. So people are walking by, they can actually stop and look at the screen and actually see the caricature as it's being done. And then, so that when they come in and get a caricature done, now they have the option of having it printed out and put in a frame, or I could make it into a keychain, or put it on a coffee mug, or just, different options like that. I could also have pre-drawn backgrounds, so I could give them like an Alpine coaster background or a Smoky Mountains background to have it more like Smoky Mountain themed. And so I could pull up that background and say, I can draw you on this background. And I could have them choose whatever background they want from the wall or from a little book. And so what I'm going to need is a good iPad, like at least the Generation 4 iPad with the special pen. I'm going to need a laser printer, a few screens. I have to build out, actually learn the programs. I have to get a good program, learn the program, and then make up some examples, get some banners printed, and then of course all the other stuff that goes along with opening the booth, like the business license and liability. Actually, I already have liability insurance, so that part won't be as hard. Get all of that taken care of, rent the spot, and then actually put it all in there. I'm guessing something like this is going to cost, at least $3,000 at the very least, and it's going to take me a while to try to be able to put it all together, to make all the examples, to get everything, to do all the deal hunting that I like to do, like on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and eBay and pawn shops and thrift stores. If I do all the deal hunting and find good deals on a laser printer and on an iPad and on countertops and chairs and all this, that's going to take me some time to do all that, and then I get this place done up right. But once it is done, guys, once I have that put in at the Smokies flea market, then I'm pretty certain that it'll start paying itself back off pretty quick, because Gatlinburg is blowing up. It's become such a tourist destination for everybody in the country, because a lot of people are restless. They're tired of the lockdowns, whatever blue state they're in, and so they're coming to Tennessee because Tennessee is open. They're allowing people to come do fun stuff. And it's getting really popular because of that. And also, I've already proven that people will buy caricatures at that flea market, because I was making hundreds of dollars out there throughout the summer just doing 5s and 10s in marker and color pencil right out front and outdoors. If I'm indoors and I've got a really professional looking booth, then I'll be able to charge more. People will be more comfortable, because if it's a really hot day, they'll come in. They have the air conditioner now, and they'd be more willing to kind of linger and watch and come in. That's what I'm thinking. So we have a lot of positive things going here if I can get this worked out. But I'm thinking, normally a lot of my business slows down now, after the first quarter. After my first quarter in Florida, I've already got a bunch of festivals lined out, but things slow down for me up until July. I get a lot of 4th of July stuff, and then I start getting a lot of fall festivals. But right now we're kind of hitting that slow season, and I'm thinking this might be the opportunity that I've been looking for finding, a good location to actually be in one spot for a while. I mean, it would all be very convenient because where I live, it only takes about an hour, a straight shot, to get to the Smokies flea market. So the commute wouldn't be that hard. That's what I'm thinking. Let me see what you guys are saying here. A booth at Smokies Flea Market would be great. I definitely would get a cartoon drawn from you the next time I go to the mountains. That sounds amazing, Ash. Keep pushing. Sounds wonderful. Okay, so we got some positive responses from you guys. That is good. It's weird. You know, seems like this is something that I should have realized was a possibility I should be working towards for a while, but I just, like, the idea just came to me. I'm like, hey, you know what? I've got the money that I can invest back into the business and actually do this. Where would I do it? I'm thinking, why not just do this? Because I've already got a little bit of a rapport with the managers there at the Great Smokies Flea Market because I worked there all summer. And so they kind of know me now. I know the place. So why not? I mean, I don't know how I'm going to really cut out enough time to really work on this to make it happen, but I'm feeling that spark, that drive. Like, yes, this is the next step. This is the thing. I don't have to go to work at the island. That's what I was thinking about for a while, is I should go to work at the island. I don't have to go to work at the island because to get to the island is such a traffic mess. The commute would be like a nightmare every day. The people there at the island, at that shop at the island, they seem pretty positive. They wanted me to work there. They're really nice, lovely people. But let's be honest, it's going to be a 50% commission, which is not going to add up to much. And the commute's going to be miserable. So I'd love to, but thank you, but no thank you. I think I'm going to open my own digital caricature booth at the Smokies Flea Market. That's what I'm thinking. So that's going to be the next step. I'm always going to be on the road. And that's another good thing about the flea market is that I'm not going to be locked in, like a contract locked in to always being there year round. So I'll still be able to do my first quarter down in Florida, and then my fall festival season in Indiana and the Carolinas like I normally do, Kentucky, and hopefully I will still be able to do the Appalachian Fair and the Old Fillers Convention in Virginia, and be able to still go out and have my adventures. But being at a flea market, I only pay for the weekends that I'm there. If I'm gone for a long period of time, I just pack up the shop and put it in storage, leave for a few months, and then come back. Of course, if things really start picking up, like I really want to keep the shop there year round, of course there's going to be some weeks where I have to pay to hold the spot. Like, I'm not going to be here, but I want to leave the shop here. I would just keep it locked up, that kind of thing. So I might have to pay out for that, but it's all going to depend on how much I'm actually making while I'm there. But I have a pretty positive feeling like that will be something popular at the Great Smokies Flea Market, because there's tourists that go in there. That is like the first big thing that you see as you're going into Sevierville. Sevierville goes into Gatlinburg, into Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge goes into Gatlinburg. It's all of those things right there in that line where people are starting. So we're getting tourists as they're going in. We're getting them as they're packing up, getting out of their hotel rooms and going back home. They've got a little extra time because the hotel rooms usually want them out by 12, like 12, maybe 1 o'clock. So they have to pack up early, and now they're going back home, and they're like, hey, why don't we stop at this flea market? And stop, and then by that point they've already seen how much the characters cost in downtown Gatlinburg, and if mine are cheaper, they'll get mine. What am I saying here? I think you would do great there. It's a great place. The Smokies was built on caricatures. You could be the caricaturist of the Smokies. There you go. Caricaturist of the Smokies. I know you guys love the Smokies too. I think my biggest audience came from like Yankee in the South and Big Joe and Malia. A lot of you guys found me on that, and I know a lot of you guys are big fans of the Smokies, as am I. That's where I live. And so that's really kind of the heart of this YouTube channel anyway, right? So, hey, we could do it, man. And I'm sure that, you know, whenever you guys do your trips to the Smokies during the summer, y'all will stop by my booth there at the Smokies Flea Market and say, hey, Ashtoons, yeah, let's get a drawing done. And I'll be like, for you guys, yes, we'll give you guys a discount. And you'll be like, no, we're going to pay full price. I don't know. It happens all the time. But you guys are awesome. Thank you all. Thank you all. Let's see. Wait, you are the caricaturist of the Smokies. You are the caricaturist of the Smokies. I'm the caricaturist of the Smokies. Yes. I'm the affordable caricaturist of the Smokies. Yeah. Love the Smokies. Oh yes, Mare Bear. Mare Bear is she's got a big family, and at the Shadrack's Christmas Light Show, I ended up drawing her entire family. That was fun. They were a great group of people. So there we go. Okay, guys, I've got to get back on the road. I got to get as much driving done tonight before I get sleepy and have to pull over at a Cracker Barrel or a truck stop or a Walmart and get my 40 winks. Probably going to sleep in and then finish my drive up tomorrow. That's what I'm doing right now. At some point, I'm going to carve out some time to edit up the Disney Springs video, so be watching for that. And now we've got a mission statement. Yeah, I've been toying with this, and just like just like a few years ago when I kept saying I'm going to build a tiny house in Tennessee, and then I finally did it. You know, when I get this determined to make something happen, I'm going to make something happen. So it's coming, guys. You guys can watch the updates whenever I build out this thing and I buy the iPad. I'm going to show you the whole process, everything that happens. When I buy myself a pad and I get Procreate, I think is the name of a really good program that's been recommended. So I'll get Procreate. And start learning it. I'm gonna do some screen capture and show you guys me learning the pad. Then I'll show you guys whenever I find a nice laser printer, and then building out the booth and finding screens, all that. It's gonna be a long process, guys, but I am looking forward to it. I'm excited about it. I'm amped up. I really feel like this is the next step, and this is going to be great. And two, let's not forget, once I've got all of the equipment, I've got everything worked out, all the proper license and insurance and equipment and techniques and everything all worked out. If it's not working at the Smokies Flea Market, I can always pack it up and take it over to the trading post. If it doesn't work at the trading post, I could try it over at the mall, over by the aquarium. And I could take it to different places. I could take it to the Tri-Cities Flea Market, see if it works there, and take it just to different places until I find a place where it really catches on. So there's always that option. So we'll see. Excited to watch. Will be great to watch you grow. Yes, thank you, Gypsy. And the Vanilla Gorilla. Stay safe. Yes, Mare Bear, thank you so much. Safe travels. Okay, guys. Yeah, we're at 46 minutes. I said this was going to be a short one, then I ended up getting to talking. But that's going to be it. Thank you all so very much. I apologize for all of those weeks that I was kind of out. After I lost Nestor, I was really depressed, and then I had a lot of other stuff that backed up on me. I'm sorry I was not updating for so long, but I'm back now. I'm going to be updating on a regular basis again, and so just yeah, we're back to business as usual out here at the Ashtoons Travels. So keep watching. Look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you all so very much. Let's see, where's the button to stop this? Right there it is. I see it. Good night.